What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I haven't seen a playthrough of this game in a while. So we gonna play through this, and I don't know what to expect. This might be a multi-series thing. Gosh, I can't talk. Our first multi-series or multi-episode series. We're gonna play through the whole thing. I don't care. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and if y'all do, like and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Hey! I see an annoying girl running. Oh, let me turn auto off. Turn it off. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Also, oh shoot. Also, if I might mess up some words or a lot of words because I like to read fast and then I mess up. But anyway. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better running off or running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. How do they know my name? Did I type it in? Wait, I promise you, I ain't typing anything. Let's just keep going. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Alright. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jeremiah. If people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say. I'm not good at voice acting. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jeremiah, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Oh shoot, I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's talking about. She likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content on just getting by on the average while I spend my free time on games and anime. Just like me with games, I don't watch anime that much, but yeah. I was talking about how... Bro, what is that? I was talking about how worried... So much interruptions. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? No, maybe keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. So much reading. It's been 6 minutes into the video and I'm still reading. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even... Bro, I'm about to skip, if I'm being honest. I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Thank you, skip the scene. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out the classroom, but I saw you sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Honestly, I wouldn't join a club if I had to, well, unless it was like something that I really like. And I joined a club this year, but we only got to go to the club once because other people didn't sign up. Sayori. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Not that I was any aware. I messed that up. And anyways, in fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help us start a new club. I'm starting to stutter now. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in culture Where did you get culture from? Oh my gosh. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. I don't like people like this. They make plans without you even knowing. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if he's so cunning to have planned this all out. Let her alongside. Fine, now stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That's a weird statement. Anyways, I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hey. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Ooh, hold up. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Hold on, wait. Before I do anything. Oh, wait. Wait, I played this before? That's how they know my name. Alright. Well, we could load. Or we could save here. Yeah. Oh, wait. I don't even remember me playing this again. Anyways. Alright. But first, let me check something. Dang, she way older than me. Okay. Never mind. I take all that back. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you bought a boy? Maybe she's my age at least. I don't know. Way to kill the atmosphere. Alright, Jeremiah, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, not Suki. The girl with the sour attitude is whose name is apparently not Suki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. So she's probably my age. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is not Suki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Jeremiah. Monica smiles sweetly. Something's about that smile. Interesting. We do know each other. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me feels I'm done. I think it's this music. It's the music. It has to be the music. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Jeremiah. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! I sound like Mario. Yo. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. Bro, she be over exaggerating everything, man. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? What? Made them for you or anything? I thought you did. Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you, dummy. I'm just skipping words at this point. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages me or others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Jesus, why is there so much reading? Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Well, probably not Sayori. She just wanted to be a part of it. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what do you like to read? I'm just summarizing what they're saying. Well, concerning how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Oh, I muted the thing by accident. Well, it's cool. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. Okay. Whew. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological events or elements. I said events. Elements usually immerse me as well. The heck was that? Yo, there was like a black thing that just fell. Anyways, isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and to completely throw you for a loop? I guess. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone so as gentle as you. I guess you could see that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I couldn't really put it down. Surreal horror is very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if it's only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poem, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Sayori, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have a writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jeremiah? I don't know. I just got here. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic for me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Jeremiah, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided that I'll join the literature club. Now me, let me mute this real quick. Now me, I wouldn't join a literature club just to hang out with girls. It's about what I want. I ain't got time for girls right now. I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do what I love. I wouldn't join some club just because there's girls that I like there. But anyway, that's just me. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super mad. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Jeremiah, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up from me inside. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Jeremiah, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Oh shoot. Might as well. Anyways. Yay! I was probably so loud. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day in a literature club, or after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Hey.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And dream suicide. No. Essence. There we go. Hi again, Jeremiah. Hold up. Let me see something. No. Let me save that real quick. Alright. Return. Hi again, Jeremiah. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everybody's already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. What's your problem? Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jeremiah always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He always helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Jeremiah can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book for me she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everybody's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help it but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slid down into the nearest desk. How can I... Hold up, bro. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club seems too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Well, even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we could do the thing to speak to their creative mind. What's this? Sayori is taking this very seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. So she just cares about food. Anyways, cupcakes it is then. Anyway, I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the events itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to Sayori can put our minds to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh shoot! I find my eyes. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I know it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar. I try to wipe the stain off with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Dang. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I was starting to button up her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Okay. Wow. This is a weird angle. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Whoever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? I'm not reading that. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer button up like that? Back off. Oh wait. Ooh. Okay, bro. It's not worth it at all. Sayori unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and throws around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, that means I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Let me keep it closer so y'all can hear me. Oh, I could do this. Hold up. Hey, there we go. I'm just gonna be low down here because there we go. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just try and focus. Just focus on trying to wake up a little early. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell you with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote? Oh, yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still tries to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. There we go. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find somebody to share with? I can't wait. Alright. I'm skipping all this. I think I'm gonna start off with Sayori. Definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Jeremiah. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer, Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. What? Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even not Suki's. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think you understand better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Jeremiah poem. Okay. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I could feel your feelings in it. Okay. Hugging a piece of paper is crazy. You're so weird. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Jeremiah. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees a full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you're having lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to say that then. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. More reading. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to whisk away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What? Okay. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit, so yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. Came out nicer. How should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to seeing it. I know that's not what they said, but anyway, what she said, but anyways. I'm gonna just go in order. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. You want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Let me examine this poem a little bit. So, is she basically saying that people don't, like, try hard enough to do stuff? Maybe I'm just reaching, but, I don't know. Oh. Yeah. I told you that she wasn't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone do great things. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be disheartening. So I decided to write a poem about it. Oh, never mind. But the other nice thing about it, about simple writing, is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let's see what Yuri thinks. All this reading got me tired. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Wait. Oh. So it's not that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on it. I think that the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that the style and the expressiveness are both weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Now, Sugi can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Hold on, I'll be right back. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay. I'm so sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty... That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you in a ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jeremiah. I ain't even pressed save. Or I probably did by accident. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, finally, the last person. After this, I'm done. This is gonna be the first episode. Hi, Jeremiah. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Jeremiah. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. That so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. There are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you try and show it in different ways, and it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when I read your poem. When reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, that sounds like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing kind of has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone might be a little biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah. Anyways, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who doesn't claim to be very good. Or who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh gosh, here we go. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, wait. What? So you... Man, I might just be too dumb to realize what they're saying. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. Because it's kind of coming on strong. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whew. I guess that's everyone. Alright, I'm gonna save it right here. That was Doki Doki Literature Club. Man. That was a lot of talking. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all want to see more of this, let me know, and I will gladly play it again. If you guys did enjoy this video, like and subscribe. We're about to be at 90 subscribers, which means that we're getting close to 100. Yeah. I will see you guys in the next video. This video is probably going to be at least 50 minutes long, so that's going to be the longest video on my channel so far. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.